Hey everybody, welcome back to the Barndo Channel. This is Charlie with 1845 Barndominiums. Hey, on this week's episode, we're excited to be in, who knows where we are right now. We're going to reveal that to you in just a second. I know a lot of you have been watching and wondering where is our new location going to be. I'm very excited to let you know where we are today, but I want to give you a little bit of a backstory of, I know some of you, we kind of teased a little bit for the last 2 weeks that we were coming over here. We're going to be on the east side. Then we kind of revealed that we're going to be able to cover 9 states on the eastern side of the United States. And we've been getting phone calls, we've been getting text messages, we've been getting emails. Please be here. We even had one that said, please be in Russia. Please come to Hawaii. Please come to Canada. Please come back to Texas for some reason. Yeah, we'll go to Hawaii anytime. I'll do that one. No problem. Yeah, absolutely. It's probably 6 weeks. I need to stay there and oversee that one. So we have a lot of you who have been following and trying to figure out where we're at. We landed in Nashville, Tennessee yesterday. That kind of started another round of, oh, they're in Tennessee. You know, started getting some messages there. We were in Tennessee yesterday to do a site visit for a home that we're actually going to build there with our new office here. We'll talk a little bit about that. But we are in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So our new office, 1845 Barndominiums Southeast, will be located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And I have with me today Rob Spurdy, and I've got Bradley McMurray. And we are very excited to add these guys and their team to Team 1845 with 1845 Barndominiums. So I want to talk a little bit about how this all came about. To me, it's a really interesting story. I love the story with customers of how we got to where we are. And man, this thing just kind of fell in place. So Bradley, tell us a little bit about how this all came about. How did you find 1845 Barndominiums?
Well, Rob and I own a industrial and commercial company. We do pre-engineered metal buildings.
Okay.
And through the years, we've had customers ask us to build barndos. We've done some commercial building stuff that was in turn built out and turned into residential, but
so
we just for
done barndos a little bit.
Yeah,
kind of. Okay.
At least the red iron is our thing.
Gotcha.
That's what we do. There's siding and roofs, and we have five or six crews that we stand red iron up all the time.
Awesome.
The build out, we've done a few build outs.
Yeah.
And so we were trying to make it all make sense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like we carefully prayed about it for probably 3 years. You know, we were determined to bring Barndominiums to the Southeast, whatever that looked like.
Yeah.
We had engineers, architects. We're very close to getting to a point that we were going to start designing them ourselves.
Yeah, trying to do it yourself.
Yeah. And we found 1845. I made a phone call to Cody. Him and I talked. I don't know how long we talked, man, but I think it was 45 minutes. We were wheels up.
Yeah.
You know, so came down, met with Cody and Jack and you, and everything just kind of felt good.
Yeah.
It felt.
One thing I've learned about you is you don't wait.
Don't wait.
You don't hesitate. Rob and I may think things through a little bit. Bradley does not. So I can imagine that phone call was, we hung up the phone. Yeah. We had a flight booked.
Call the pilot.
That's right.
Fired a plane up.
Fired a plane up. We're wheels up, headed to Texas. And, they showed up in our office, I think it was a Thursday morning, and we met with them for a while. And, I love the fact that, we're very like-minded. Like you said, you already have commercial steel buildings. Yep. You're already doing that. That's nothing new. And for us, that was, Cody and I are just kind of looking at each other like, this is happening. Like, this is exactly what we've been waiting for, because we get contacted by contractors. We've reached out to contractors about expanding, and being able to offer a bigger coverage area, because we just get really bombarded each week with customers. And it's a blessing to have that many customers wanting to build. But a lot of times we have to say, no, we can't, or we'll try to help you find somebody. For you guys to walk in and say, hey, look, we already do this to a certain extent. And I always I told other people the story of, I took these guys to a build, and it was one that we got the metal building up, we were foamed in and everything. We were getting ready to do some finish work. You guys walked around, and I kept hearing them, hey, this is what we already do, man. Yeah. We already build buildings like this. Right. Yeah. And we don't hear that a lot. If you look around, you don't see a lot of, red iron steel buildings with custom homes built inside. And so for us to have somebody say, hey, yeah, that's what we already do. We just want to kind of partner with you guys and take care of interior and put it all together. Instead of trying to reinvent the wheel. Let's partner and make this thing work on the East Coast. So what also excites me is our coverage area now. So we've always been 90 miles from College Station, or 90 miles from Hallsville, which is our home office. Now we're going to be able to say, hey, we got 9 states covered. So Rob, refresh our memory a little bit on which 9 states we're going to be able to offer services in. Definitely a shell and then we'll talk a little bit about what we're going to be able to offer turnkey. But talk to me a little bit about the 9 states that we're going to be able to offer.
Sure. We're excited to service Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana.
Wow. That really opens things up quite a bit. Yeah.
It's going to be a big area.
Yeah. So one of the things that I've been teasing them is, when we make phone calls, and I talk to Rob, 2 or 3 times a week now, and I tell him, are you ready? Like, are you sure you're ready for this? Because when I was shocked when I made that phone call, and I was like, okay, I need to know which states, because I wanted to make a video and like, okay, you guys get ready. We're going to be able to offer this. And he just started listing off those states. I was going, holy cow, this is going to be unbelievable. And the first thing I said was, are you sure about this? Or, are you ready for this? Because the phones are going to be ringing. And we actually brought 2 phones with us. We looked pretty odd in the airport exchanging phones yesterday, of all things, desktop phones. But so we're going to be able to offer a shell package in those 9 states. The turnkey we're going to talk about, but the kit packages will not change. We'll be able to offer a kit package anywhere. There are a lot of people who are just DIYers.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't need you guys to do anything but provide me the package, and I've got people that can do it. That's great. We're happy to offer that. So let's talk turnkey a little bit.
Yep.
Our turnkey radius is 90 miles.
Yep.
We can extend that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that situation. We can extend that in certain situations. And so tell me about, you said 2 states for sure, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
So what 2 states do you think we're going to be able to offer?
So all of North Carolina and South Carolina will be able to do turnkey.
Okay.
Like you mentioned before, we're doing a Barndo in Tennessee.
Yep.
For we also have a customer who was going to build in North Carolina and now is building in Florida.
Yeah, I got to meet them this morning.
So we're doing turnkey there too.
Yeah.
So, I think the turnkey builds are going to have to be kind of a play-by-play.
Yeah,
we
talk about
got to sit down, we got to talk about it, we got to make it make sense. But yeah, I think everything's up for discussion.
Yeah. There's a lot of factors. I've had some discussions with, I can't ever catch Bradley. This man goes like crazy, but I can get Rob on the phone most of the time. And we've been having some discussions about, the permitting and things like that in the process, trying to make sure that our process is uniform across the board. And there really is. There's just a lot more to your process in this area than in Texas, because I don't have to deal with a lot of permitting and things like that. Sure. And, the meeting that we had this morning, wonderful couple, house is going to be beautiful. I cannot wait for you all to see this house. It's going to be gorgeous in Florida. And what the discussion turned into, we don't know where the land is. And what did you tell them? We needed give me a 3-county radius. Right?
Yeah, they've got some specific requirements that they need, both from the professional side and the personal side. And so I said, hey, give us 3 counties, 2 counties, and let us do the legwork and figure out what those municipalities will allow in those particular areas. I'm going to call Hawaii as soon as we're done.
That's right.
Start finding out about Hawaii.
We want to open that up to anybody.
We're definitely going
Yeah,
there.
my wife said we could go to Hawaii anytime we need to.
Yeah.
But that was an interesting conversation that honestly I'm not used to having, because, okay, where are you going to build? My only question really is, are you inside the city limits? Yours is much more extensive than that. We've got to go through a coding process basically from the ground up. You guys do over here. And so that's something that I had to get familiar with. And that's why it needs to be a discussion. Yeah. Right. It's not, yes, we can. No, we can't. Yes, we can. There may be some in South Carolina that you say, yeah, probably not.
Barndos are so new.
Yeah.
So you go to pull permits and all they see is a metal building. They don't understand the concept of they're more efficient. They have a better wind load. There's so many things that play into a factor of why you would build a barndominium.
And financing is one of those.
Absolutely.
Trying to finance a barndo in Texas, Arkansas, no problem whatsoever. Yeah. I can go find a comp for a barndo just about anywhere, because we've built nearly 100 of them in the last 5 years. And so, but here, that's one of the battles that you're facing right now, is it's hot, man. Everybody wants one, but at the same time, you got to go find one that somebody has financed.
There's been some cool people at our table.
Yeah.
Some great financial institutions that are just waiting, chomping at the bits for us to bring them something that Rob's worked diligently to get them, to get them on MLS. And so we've put a lot of work into bringing these things to where we can.
That's how many it's going to take.
Yeah. I know.
Once you get one, that's going to be the end of it. So in case you didn't hear, I want to talk about a little bit about Tennessee yesterday. We're really excited about this one. We're going to bring you some video footage of what we did. And then the couple this morning, you know, you said they started off in North Carolina.
Yeah.
I actually, when we booked flights and everything, we thought, hey, we're going to have our first North Carolina client. Whoops. Just kidding. We changed our mind. We're going to go to Florida. Yeah. Another beautiful barndominium that we're going to build there. So there's just a lot that goes into it. Again, this partnership has been so easy. You know, sometimes you go into partnerships and you're just like, man, this is a struggle. We have to give a little. You know, there's a lot of bending and we've got to do this. Well, we don't really want to do that. That hasn't happened. Yeah. We it's almost like we've all known from the start. The day we walked in the door, shook hands, talked a little bit about it. We're just like, yeah, this is it. This is what we want to do. And we're really excited about it. Who knows what the next 5 to 10 years is going to bring, but I know it's going to be fun. I know it's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of Barndos built on the east side of the United States of America. So I want to just kind of wrap up by talking a little bit about process. I know some of you are wondering, okay, what do I do now? They're here. What do I do? Nothing has changed. We still want you to reach out to us. We want you to contact us through our website, contact us through email, phone call, whatever. Go to our website. That's 1845barndominiums.com. You can go to our Get Started page there, and you can click on a link, schedule an appointment. It can just be a phone conference. Let's talk. Again, but that's kind of the theme of let's talk about it. Let's see where you're at. Let's have a conversation and see which way we want to go. But schedule an appointment. We'll have a conversation with you for 15, 20, 30 minutes and talk about what the next steps are. But we're just the fact that we're able to offer this to so many more people, it's going to open up, I always say, just open up a whole nother can of worms, you know, that we're going to get all these people coming in, and we're excited about that. But we want to make sure that we're just transparent with everybody about just call us, email us, and let's talk about it, see what we can offer with you. So that kind of gives you the idea of where we're at. Again, we're in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Very, very exciting day for 1845 Barndominiums. We're so excited to add their team to our team. Jessica's here with us. You can't see her. She's really awesome. We're happy to have her as well. You may talk to her on the phone. If you call in, you may get the pleasure of talking to Miss Jessica on the phone. So we're excited about that. I'm excited for you all to talk to Jessica.
Everyone that calls and talks to Jessica is going to get a secret decoder
to understand what she's saying. Well, this is a true story. She probably should live in Texas. So when you talk to her on the phone, she should probably, you're going to think, is this the Texas office or is this where am I calling right we now? Have really enjoyed our time here. I've got to fly out here in a few hours and go back to Texas. But it's been awesome, man. I'm excited to have both of you with us.
Thank you.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and do that now. We would love to have questions and comments in your comment area below. Let us know where you are. Let us know where you're located. Leave some comments and let us know what you're thinking. And then, of course, don't forget to ring that bell so that you get notifications each and every time we post content. You're going to want to see these builds that we've got in Tennessee, the one we've got in Florida. You're going to want to see these Barndos. You can check us out on our website, 1845barndominiums.com. If you or anybody you know is interested in getting the process started, making your dream home a reality, whether it's floor plans, a kit package, a shell build, or a turnkey build, we would love to talk to you about how we can make your dream home a reality from design to completion with 1845 Barndominiums or Southeast.
We would love to build your dream home.